you're looking at communicating with your spouse, you have to understand that there are various types of communication styles, and also you have to look at the individual's approach to communication. So when we talk about communication styles, you have to understand that some people, they are very assertive in their style of communicating. That means they're very direct in how they express themselves. And this type of style could be uh, uh, a red flag for some people. It could cause some people to just mentally shut down and create a wall uh, when someone expresses themselves so assertively. You have some people that are very passive in their style of communication, so they tend to avoid conflict. They tend to agree with others just for the sake of avoiding conflict. So, in essence, they are not very transparent in their needs and in their concerns. So, therefore, the relationship will suffer because their partner may not be aware of their spouse's particular needs or concerns because they have not been expressed or clarified very clearly. You have other people that are aggressive, confrontational, and they tend to dominate conversation. So their approach to the conversation is um, their voice is the only one they want to hear in the conversation. They are not approaching the conversation with the respect of, I also need to hear my partner. So therefore, this approach and this style tends to create a very hostile environment. Then you have other people that are passive aggressive. That means they wear a facade of being harmless and being very nurturing in the conversation, but their approach has sarcasm and subtle criticism that that lay beneath the surface. And this type of style and approach tends to lead to resentment and confusion because they're presenting themselves one way, but their intentions are very sarcastic and antagonistic in nature. Then you have those that are collaborative. Um, this type of style tends to nurture partnership. It supports open discussion and compromise. It's solution oriented and it tends to meet the needs of both partners. So when you're talking about communication between married people, then that requires a deep level of respect for one another. And it also requires those people, those couples, to establish communication goals. So they have to ask themselves, what quality of communication do we want in our marriage? So you have to look at the styles and approach and understand, what is my communication style? What is the style of my spouse? And how do I show up in the conversation? How do I approach it? What are my communication behaviors I'm bringing to the conversation? And does it create an atmosphere, an environment that will support partnership in my marriage, or are my behavior uh, communication behaviors, are they leading to marital breakdown? So it takes assessment and it takes a willingness to be respectful and to be considerate of your partner and be willing to put the work in to establish the communication goals so that you can achieve the marriage that you so desire.